Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the elect, those that are fighting to endure to the end, and that are calling on the true names of the Father in the name of the only begotten Son in all sincerity. And the names are Yahweh, which is the Father's name, Yahweh Shai, and the Son name. Okay? Shalom. All right? Today, I'd like to go into keeping thy faith, okay? Because we in the times, that it's getting ready to come to pass where your faith is going to be tested, okay? Not how well you can debate or, break down a precept, or anything else of that magnitude, but your faith, okay? Your faith is getting ready to be put on trial, okay? All those precepts that you know and you can break down and show, hey, that's going to be put to the test pretty soon, man. And for the most part, Israel isn't concerned about prophecies, all right? So let me open up with no further ado with Hebrews 10. Let's go there. This is the book of Hebrews chapter 10, and let's start at 35. It reads Hebrews 10 and 35. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. Right, so you're supposed to be confident in this truth, man. Okay, you're supposed to have faith in this truth, that everything that is spoken of in this truth will come to pass, if not already have come to pass, okay? So cast not your confidence, okay, because all of that will be put on trial during Jacob's trouble, okay, leading up into our salvation. And it's going to see just who believe and who don't, man. Because right now, everybody can, for lack of better words, pose as a true believer, man. Because the heat hasn't been turned up. But like, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, when they had to go into the furnace, they had to be tried, man. It says we're going to be tried as gold. So we're getting ready to come into that time, you see? And breaking down precepts and knowing how to debate ain't going to, amount to having faith, okay? Faith is going to be put on trial. That's going to be the test, okay? To see exactly who is the elect and who isn't the elect. Because as of right now, hey, everybody can claim to be the elect until that hard time come, man, okay? And that hard time is going to make, that individual be tried as gold, okay? So let's read that again. Hebrews 10 and 35. It says, Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. For ye have, verse 36, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. Right. And that's what we all doing, man. We're all doing the will of the Most High. And we're looking for that reward, that promise, okay? Salvation, okay? To escape the thermonuclear missiles, all right? And to be part of the first go-around, the first resurrection, okay? Those that get beamed up in the chariots, all right? Because all of Israel will be saved, okay? In the kingdom, all right? But on this side, only the elect will be delivered, okay? Those are going to be the first fruits, man, okay? Those are the ones that's going to be programmed with the new covenant when they get beamed up into the chariots, man. That's simple. And then the rest is going to come back in the kingdom, all right? So it says, Hebrews 10 and 36, for ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. Right. And what does it say in Revelation 3 and 10? Because thou hast kept my patience, I will also keep you during the hour of temptation. Okay, we're going to see just exactly who is who in that time, okay? As of right now, everybody can claim to be whoever they want, okay? But it's going to show, and it's getting ready to be put on show in a little bit, okay? And if you're not occupying yourself in prophecy, you're not preparing yourself, man. These debates, they good for, they good for the time being, okay? You may get a little edification out of it, but overall, how is that preparing you for what's coming? Okay, How is that getting yourself and your mind and your affairs in order for what's getting ready to come? All right. And what is what? And what is that? The mark of the beast. Okay. That's what Israel don't seem to get, man. There's impending doom coming, man. And you worrying about a debate, okay? Who can break down what scripture and for what? All right? Just to say who got the most clicks, just to get, you know, just to get a piece of a clip where you could click, cut it and make a meme out of it. Hey, it tells us our people are what? They in the house of mirth, man. We're gonna get that as well. So now is the time, man. You're supposed to be getting your affairs in order. You're supposed to be preparing yourself for what's coming, you know? And debating ain't gonna make, it's gonna play a part, but it ain't gonna make a significant, you know, impact as opposed to your faith, man. All right? And that's what we gotta go by, our faith, okay? Because all our righteous works as what? A filthy rag, you see? So everything we doing, hey, it don't mean anything if you don't have faith, man. Because faith is gonna be that test, okay? Faith is gonna be what determines who is who and who is not, man. As of right now, it's all good in Israel, man. Everybody getting their likes, everybody getting their clicks, everybody getting their fame, they come up, you know. But hey, we gonna see. We gonna see what happened when, hey, you present it with whether or not you gonna take that micro CHIP to get your money. You know, we gonna see if it's all good when you ain't had nothing to eat in a day or two and you starving and you got to go down and get that micro CHIP to get chipped. Okay, we gonna see how good your faith gonna be put on trial then. You see, because Israel, hey, as a whole, man, they gone. They too far gone, man. They too concerned about sensationalism. Okay, who got the coldest breakdown? Oh man, that was a cold cut, man. Okay, he put him in the trick bag. All right, not knowing that this man getting ready to switch up the whole system, man. Okay, we getting ready to go digital, and you worrying about who got the coldest breakdown, man. That goes to show you the mindset of the majority of our people, man. All right, that's why they ain't gonna make it. All right, speaking predominantly here in America. All right, their mindset is on the wrong things, man. Okay. It says Hebrews 10:36, for you have need of patience, that after you have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Right. And it tells us that in Habakkuk 2 and 3. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will not tarry. All right. So we waiting on Yahushua, man, and it seems like he's tarrying, but he isn't. Okay. When he makes that grand entrance, it's going to be well worth it, man. And a lot of you jakes out there that's claiming to be, you know, of the elect, we gonna see, man. It's gonna show. Okay. It's gonna be put on trial, your heart, your mind, just exactly how invested you is into this truth, man. Okay, because only the elect is going to be able to withstand the wiles of the devil, man, and put on the whole armor. All right, only the elect is going to show, man, that remnant, that small remnant. Okay, so yeah, hey, Jay got to be sensationalized because hey, 2/3 is going to be destroyed, man. So it's only, you know, it's only right that 2/3 is going to be sensationalized by debates and deep breakdowns and things of that magnitude, okay? But the elect, hey, it don't take that much for the elect to believe, man. Just by hearing the names, that already, you know, raises our antenna, man. Okay? The truth is already in this book, man. You know, and we supping with it. Those of us that are actually, you know, learning and reading and believing in true sincerity, okay? That faith will be put on test, man. And that's where it's going to come down to, okay? Not whether or not you got the best debate, you got the most clicks, you got the best breakdowns, because, hey, that ain't going to matter, man, all right? I was watching a clip on YouTube a while back, and there was this guy that goes by the name of OG Percy, and he said what? I seen a solid man pick up a pen to avoid 10 in the pen. Something along those lines, meaning what? He thought or perceived someone to be solid, picked up a pen, which is what you write, to tell on somebody to what? Avoid getting time in the pen, okay? And a lot of jakes that's claiming to be in this truth, that's claiming to be solid and believe, hey, a lot of them gonna fold under the pressure, man. Under the pressure of being persecuted, under the pressure of being executed, they gonna fold, man. They gonna denounce the faith, okay? That's why everything that outside of this truth is going to show in that time, man. Okay, how you been living your life? What have you been doing in sincerity? Not just looking to get clicks for notoriety and fame and sensationalism, but actually trying to study to build up yourself in faith. Because this book is meant for us to build up our faith, man. It tells us that in 2 Timothy 3:16. Let's go there. Second Timothy 3:16, and it reads what? All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High. So that's all the scriptures, man. From Genesis to Revelation and that in between, including the Apocrypha, okay? All of this is given to us for what? It says 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High. It is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. Right. So this is our instructions on how to be righteous, okay? And that righteousness is going to pay off because we read it. Revelation 3:10. All right. This is what it's coming down to, your faith, man. It's coming down to your faith. It's going to show. You getting ready to have your moment in the sun, okay? You want all the sensationalism, you want all the clicks, you want all the notoriety. Well, guess what? You're going to get it. You're going to be brought down to the magistrate and be put on trial in front of, those of great dignity here in America, man. And you're going to get your time to shine. You're going to be able to get put on front stage, man. You're going to get all the clicks and views you want because it's probably going to be executed, execution live, man. So you're going to get all the clicks you want. And we're going to see whether you're going to pick up that pen or you're going to stay true to the word, okay? Revelation 3. In verse 10, it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right. So this book is instructions in righteousness. And if you follow this book on how to, live your life according to this word to the best of your ability, well, guess what? The Most High is going to remember that, okay? And he's going to keep you through the hour of temptation, all right? It's going to show you just exactly who is who and who isn't, all right? That's the beautiful thing about this, man. That is the beautiful thing about this. Everyone's going to have their opportunity, all right? Everyone, okay? From the non-believers to the believers. You all going to have your opportunity. This thing is coming to try everybody, all right? So it's a beautiful thing to see that what you say is what you believe, okay? You believe this truth, you believe everything that you teach, well, guess what? It's going to be put to the test, okay? You're going to get tested on it, all right? And that's where your faith is going to play an important factor, man. Maybe the important factor, okay? You got to have faith in Yahushua, man, okay? All the way up until the chariots come. There ain't going to be no break in between, man. You see? It says as if you left, let's get there. The book of Amos, chapter 5, man. Because it's not going to be any breaks in between, man. Your faith is going to be constantly on trial once things start to pick up. This is Amos 5 and verse 19. It reads, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. So you just fled from a lion, which is one danger, And what? You ran into a bear, which is another danger. It says what? Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Right. So here it is. You done got away from the lion, the bear. You go in the house to take a break to catch your breath. You lean your hand on the wall, and what bites you? A serpent, man. Showing you got to be on point all throughout this, man. You got to be on point through the whole thing, the whole process, man. All the way until the end. You got to have faith. There's no break in between, man. Okay? And we getting ready to come into the times where you finna get put on trial. Everybody. All right? And only the elect will make it through out of here in Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay? That's how it's going to be played out. You see? That's the beautiful thing, man. You know, to see just who is the elect and who isn't. Okay? And we're not going to be concerned about who is in the elect, man. In that time, you know, we're going to be concerned about who is the elect, as it tells us in, what is that? Is that Second Esdras? See if I can pull that up. We're not gonna be worried about who ain't the elect and who is the elect, man. We're gonna be worried about our own damn self, man. This is Second Esdras, which is in the Apocrypha, chapter 9 and verse 13. It reads, "And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished." So we ain't worried about how the ungodly is going to be punished during that time, man. We got our own selves to worry about, man. We're not worried about if you're not the elect, how you gonna get punished. No, man. We understand the scriptures. We understand that well. All scriptures is inspiration of the Most High and is given unto us for reproof, for correction, and for inspiration of righteousness. Okay, so we understand we're gonna only be able and be concerned about saving our own hide, man. If you ain't of the elect, it's going hey, it's gonna show in that time, okay? We'll see you in the kingdom, all right? Where you'll be in the new covenant, okay, in its fullness, all right? Where every man, child, and woman of the stock of Israel is going to have the law, statute, commandments programmed inside of their inward parts, their hearts, their minds, okay? So, hey, it's getting ready to come, man. I got to keep harping on it. It's a beautiful thing, man, okay? Because we in the times where it's going to show that, hey, either you got to put up or shut up, man, all right? All this sensationalism, all this debating, hey, that's good for those that are into that type of stuff, man. But us in the truth, man, we are occupied with prophecy, especially in this time. In this day and age, when prophecy is jumping right out the pages, you can't help but to, notice it. All right? You'll be a fool to ignore it, man. All right? And we're gonna get that precept. Okay? So let's go back to Hebrews. What was that, 10? Hebrews 10 and 37. It says, "For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry." Right. So Yahushua is coming, man. If you ain't ready, hey, hey, we know what it is. We ain't concerned about whether or not you're ready, all right? The warning is being put out right now. Get your house, your body, your temple in order, man. Get your affairs in order, okay? It says what? Hebrews 10 and 37. "For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry." Right, what does it say in John 16? Let's go. Let's get that in John 16, okay? Because it seems like, this tarrying is forever, okay? But it says what? You got to have patience, man. This is part of the faith, okay? Having patience, all right? Let's go to John 16. This is the book of St. John, chapter 16. And let's start at verse Let's start at verse 16. It reads St. John 16:16. Red letter. So this is Yahweh Shai speaking, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. It says what? A little while and ye shall not see me. What is that little while? That's him tarrying. Because why? He's going to the Father, man. Okay, so we don't have him in the sense that he's physically in our presence, but he left us what? The Comforter, the Holy Spirit, which is this book, this word, this Holy Bible. Okay, this is building up our faith, man. Okay, and understanding prophecies is only helping expedite that process of us getting our faith ready, man. You see, to have what's getting ready to come, to try the whole earth, man. Okay. So it says St. John 16:16, a little while and ye shall not see me. And again, a little while and ye shall see me, because I go to the Father, right? And that little while that you're going to see him that's what we're coming up on, okay? We're coming up on Yahweh Shai's return, man. Okay? And for a lot of people, it ain't gonna be a pleasant sight. All right. For a lot of jakes, they're gonna be put down, man. All right. For not believing, for not accepting Yahweh Shai, he's gonna slay them, man. St. Luke 19:27. Those that will not have me to reign over him, bring them hither and slay them. Roughly paraphrasing, okay? But Yahweh Shai is making his grand entrance. He's on his way back, okay? We see the signs, all right? No man can tell you the exact hour that he's coming, not even the angels, but who? Only the Father, okay? But he left us signs to be aware of his presence, that he's getting ready to come. Some of the signs is what? Rumors of wars. We still hearing talks, Ukraine and Russia, false prophets arising in the last days. We having those pop up out of nowhere, at a more frequent rate, okay? You got prophets that's prophesying in the name of Yeshua, Yahushua, you name it. Every other name except for Yahweh Shai, all right? So the time is coming, man. You can't deny it any longer, okay? Our Lord and Savior, who they call Jesus, but his name is Yahweh Shai, is getting ready to make his grand entrance, okay? And whether you are ready or not, that's besides the point, okay? Like I believe the group Goody Mob says, one monkey don't start the show, man. Just because you ain't ready, don't mean the show ain't gonna go on, okay? The show must go on. Prophecy must be fulfilled, man, all right? No matter if you believe or not, prophecy will be fulfilled. The only thing that still yet seem to find out is whether or not you are of the elect or not, okay? That's the phase we're getting ready to come into next during Jacob's trouble, okay? We're going to find out just exactly who's going to be the elect, or who's are leading up to who is going to be the elect here in America, because only the elect will be delivered into those chariots, okay? And it's a great sign to see who believes by what they preach, okay, by what they teach, okay? That's a great indicator, all right? So, hey, get your houses, your temples, your bodies, your affairs in order, okay? So let's read that again. St. John 16:16. It reads what? A little while and ye shall not see me. And again, a little while and ye shall see me, because I go to the Father, right? Hey, and then after that, we're gonna have Yahweh Shai to be with us forever, man. Okay? We're gonna have the presence of the Lamb, the morning star, to be shining with us forever, man. All right? That's the hope, okay? The expectation of the earnest creature, man. All right? Let's see if we can jump over and get that in Romans. Okay, this is the book of Romans. Chapter 8. Let's start at verse 18. Romans 8:18. It says, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Right, so everything that we going through, the ridiculing, the scoffing, the days that we don't have, that we are too fond of, everything that we're going, it says what? I reckon that the suffering of the present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. It's not even compared to what we're going to get in the glory when Yahushua come back. When Yahushua place that crown on our head, you're going to forget about everything that you went through here on this side, man. It's going to be like as it was nothing, just a bad nightmare that you woke up from. It's going to be amazing, man, when Yahushua comes back, all right? Verse 19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. We're waiting, man. We're waiting to be made immortal, to be made sons of the living power, Yahweh, man. And only Yahushua can bring that. Only Yahushua can allow us to be heirs, man, so that we can be immortals, man, okay, to receive the glory of the Most High. Let's read that again. Romans 8 and 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subject the same in hope. Right, so we didn't decide to, go off on our own, man, but it's this sinful flesh, man. This sinful flesh is what's allowing us to go off, which is why we need to be, changed. And we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye, pursuant to, I believe that's 1 Corinthians 15, right around verse 50 or so. Let's see. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15. And let's go down to 51. It says, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. So not everyone that's here right now on the face of the earth is going to get that, sleep. Meaning what? They're going to be put down, that they're going to die. Some of us are going to what? Actually be changed in the twinkling of an eye and go straight into the kingdom, not ever tasting death, man. It says what? Behold, 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. It says, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed, right? Those that died in the truth, they're going to be the first ones that get changed, man. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16. Okay, those are going to be the first ones that get risen up to meet our Savior, our Lord and Savior in the clouds and the chariots. Those that died on this side for this truth, man, that have to be, fulfilling of Revelation 20 and 4. I saw those that will be headed for the witness of Yahushua. Those are going to be the first ones that's risen up, man. All right? So going back to Romans 8 and 20, it says, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subject the same in hope. Right. So we didn't ask for this, but it's part of the story. It's part of the narrative. We have to go through this, okay? It's going to only make us better judges when we get the kingdom. Because why? We've experienced everything on both sides, just like Yahushua did. How much more us, okay? How much more us in the faith that believe in Yahushua, that know he had to come in the flesh and overcome it so that we can overcome it, okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's going to show just who is of the elect up into the time of the chariots that we get delivered, man. And that's a beautiful thing, man. You cannot, fake it or pretend it, man. It's going to show. If the Lord is with you, you see? You're going to be taken care of. You're going to eat. You're going to be provided with. You're going to be provided food with. You're going to be provided shelter with. You're going to be provided everything with. And you're not going to have to sell out, okay? You're not going to have to try to get 1,000, 1,000,000 views and clicks, man. No, you're going to know Yahushua is working with you just by the prophecies being fulfilled, okay? Just by you knowing, by you not taking that mark, you're going to get taken care of. You're going to know that when that happens, you're going to be in the presence of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh, which is a beautiful thing, okay? So it says, verse 21, Romans 8 and 21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. Right. And the verse that I should have read before, 1 Corinthians 15 and 51, was verse 50, where it says, flesh and blood will not be able to inherit the kingdom, man. Okay, so we have to be changed out of this mortal flesh, man, into immortality. Okay, we have to put off all of this, sinful flesh, man. This flesh that we living in right now, it cannot inherit the kingdom because it's prone to go off. Okay, that's why we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. All right, that's why the elect, the first fruits, are going to receive that covenant in its fulfillment when we get beamed up into the chariots. We're going to be changed. And then the rest will come back in the kingdom, okay? And then they will have received the new covenant program into their inward parts, where they won't go off, all right? The only subjects that's going to go off is those of the other nations who aren't given the new covenant, who Yahushua, who the word English calls Jesus, did not come to die for, despite what the churches tell you about John 3:16, okay? They take that out of context, all right? That world is the world of Israel, spoken of in Isaiah 45 and 17. All right. So it pays to know, exactly what's going on. All right. These debates, they good for sensationalism. They good for, clicks and views. But what are they going to do for you when all hell breaks loose? Okay. When your faith is put on test, on trial. Okay. Are you going to remember who told you big ups, in that time when you looking to get something to eat, when your stomach is hurting, are you going to remember who telling you, oh man, you put such and such in a trick bag? Hell no, man. That's going to be the least on your worries, man. You're going to be praying to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua that he sends a chariot to bring you some food, or a chariot to guide you to show you where to go get shelter and food from, or having somebody come and bring you something to eat, man. And then you're gonna be praying that you make it to the chariots when the missiles come, okay? Because it's gonna be a thing of when the missiles come, the chariots are gonna come and simultaneously beam up the elect, okay? And if you're not part of that, hey, it's gonna show. You're gonna have to, get it how you live, as they say. Get it how you live, man. You got to get it, It's gonna show. So Romans 8 and 21, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. Right. So back in Hebrews 10 and verse 10, and I believe it was right around verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. We know that's Yahushua, okay? And the scriptures say, though it tarry, wait for it will not tarry. It will surely come. So the prophecies will come to pass, okay? The prophecies are going to come to pass, whether you are ready or not. That's besides the point, okay? So if you ain't ready, hey, the show must go on. 1 month, you don't stop the show, man. Just because you ready don't mean that the Most High gonna stop everything and wait for you to get ready. No. The Most High don't work on your time, man. You work on his time. And his time is according to prophecy. All right? So let's see. Let's go to Romans. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, and let's start at the top. Romans 9 and verse 1, it reads what? I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not. This is Paul. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit. Verse 2, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were a curse from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. Right. So this book pertains to the Israelites according to the flesh, man. All right. Not anyone could be grafted into the olive branch. Okay, you have to be of the seed of Israel, man, according to the flesh. It says what? Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants. Okay, only you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans will be able to receive the covenants. Okay, you receive the old covenant, and you're going to receive the new covenant in its fulfillment. Okay, the first fruits on this side, and then the rest in the kingdom. Okay, it says what? Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption? So us being drawn back to the Father, because why? Yahweh Shai was that perfect sacrifice that we may be able to be reconciled back to the Father, knowing the names, because we lost that, okay? In slavery, in captivity, all right? But now in these last days, we remember who we are. What is that, Baruch 2? Let's get that. Baruch 2 in verse 2. This is the book of Baruch, which is in the Apocrypha, chapter 2 and verse 30. It reads, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. Right. And part of remember ourselves is remembering who the names of the Father is, and the only begotten Son. Okay, that's a great indicator to show you just who is the elect, because they're going to remember themselves in captivity. Okay, we were brought over here to remember ourselves. Okay, and part of remembering yourselves is remembering who the Father is. Okay, because for the longest we just went by a title as God, and the name of the Son we called Jesus. Okay, which we now know that's a name that was given to us out of what? A transliteration, okay? And his name isn't Jesus, all right? His name is Yahweh Shai, all right? But along with that name, Jesus is given a whole nother doctrine, all right? So that's why we harp on the fact that we call on Yahweh Shai as much as possible, okay? So let's read that again. Baruch 2 and 30. It says what? For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. Right. And part of remember yourselves is knowing who you are, knowing that the adoption pertaining to the Israelites, knowing that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites. And what else? It says, and the glory. What's part of the glory? Getting those new bodies, man. Being transformed, being changed in the twinkling of an eye, man. What else is part of that glory? Having slaves, okay? We're gonna have slaves in the kingdom, man. All right, let's get it. That's Revelation chapter 2. And let's start at 25. Revelation 2 and 25. And it reads, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. You see? You got to hold fast to that what you have till Yahweh Shai come, man, which is that faith, okay? Because you have to what? You have to endure into the end, which is why we was given this book, okay? this holy Bible is what's sealing us, which is allowing us to actually be able to endure. Okay? It's going to allow us to endure all the way into the end. If it be the Lord's will, we be part of that number. Okay? That's why it says what? Isaiah 55:6, if I'm not mistaken, seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Okay? This is the time to seek him, man. Okay? This is what we holding fast to, what we learning. Okay? What we have, that no man may take it. Okay? Because, hey, you're going to be put on trial. I got to keep saying it. You're going to be put on trial during Jacob's trouble all the way up until the time of the missiles. Okay? There's no break, no rest until you get into the chariots. Okay? When you close the chambers, then you get your rest. Then you get the crowning. Okay? So it says, Revelation 2:25, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. Right. So what you got, man, don't let anybody, take that away from you. Okay? Every man is fighting for that crown, that penny. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you different, man. Every man that's actually trying to uphold this truth and endure to the end is fighting for that crown, that penny. And anyone that says otherwise is going off, man. Okay? They just here for the sensationalism, the clicks, the views, the notoriety, which they are going to get when they get drugged down and put on trial and is in the presence of the magistrate. And that time is going to come where they have to give that testimony for Yahweh. We're going to see. Okay? We're going to see. And by the looks of it, they're going to have an issue of folding and picking up that pen to avoid that pen. Okay? That penitentiary. But in this case, it says prison. Be thou faithful unto end. Okay? Those that, aren't harping that much on the names, it's going to be evidence when they get, rounded up and taken down and put in the position or the place of the magistrates, in front of the magistrates. It's going to be evident that they ain't going to have any issues with denying the Lord. They already denying them right now by calling on Christ. Okay? So it's going to be evident just exactly who is who. So it says, verse what? Revelation 2:25. It says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. Right, so we got to hold fast, man. And when you hold fast, you got to fight, man. Hey, it's a thing of endurance, okay? You can't let nobody, sway you and get you off your square, man. You got to have faith. You got to believe, okay? The time is coming. Just hold on. The next phase is getting ready to come. Whether you believe it or not, it's coming, man. Where this word ain't going to be readily available, okay? Where you're going to have to go off what you was able to obtain during this period of mercy and grace, okay? Get it while you can, man. Build up your faith. These prophecies is coming, okay? Like I said, they talking about next year of 2025, May the 7th to be exactly, that what? If you want to fly domestically, not internationally, but if you want to fly domestically, if you don't have a passport, guess what? You got to get a real ID, which is what? One of the principles of taking a real ID is you got to get your fingerprints printed, okay? They want your fingerprints on file, okay? For the sake of who may not be, up to nefarious acts, okay? So that's how they are selling it to the public as a Department of Homeland Security, okay? Department of Homeland Security, measurement, okay? They want everybody to have a real ID to fly domestically. That's been almost 20 years in the making. That act was passed back in 2005. Now it seems like it's getting ready to come to in 2025, almost 20 years later, showing you that what? The infrastructure for this mark, is pretty much already up and running. They're already ready, man. Okay? They've already got everything situated, okay? They just trying to not, alert you the mass, the people, to exactly what's going on. So what are they doing? They're starting off light. They saying to fly domestically and to what? To enter into federal buildings. You got to have this real ID, okay? But all it's going to take is something catastrophic to happen, and they're going to fast track that. So now you got to have an implant, and in order for you to come inside buildings, not just federal buildings, but grocery stores, venues such as concerts and basketball games, you're going to have proof of exactly who you are, okay? That's just the way we're going, man. But you ain't going to get this type of information with those that are occupied with debating, you know? Nah, this type of information won't be brought out, man, because why? They're not concerned about Israel's safety. They're not actually, acting on the behalf of a watchman, okay? They're concerned about that sensationalism. Oh, I just cut such and such, okay? Let me make a thumbnail out of that, all right? You see? Meanwhile, we in the middle of prophecy taking off, man, okay? That goes to show you just exactly who the watchmen of Israel and who aren't, man, okay? Prophecy should be your number one agenda if you're claiming to be a, watchman or servant of the Most High, okay? But it's just not for some, okay? So it says, Revelation 2:26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations, right? So we're going to have power over these nations, man. We're going to rule them with that rod of iron rigorously, okay? So that's part of the glory, man. Is what we're going to be, rulers of these other nations, man. And there's nothing they can do about it, okay? There's nothing that they can do about it, all right? It says what? Verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father. Verse 28, and I will give him the morning star. Verse 29, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches, right? And we represent those churches today, man. You see? So we're going to rule over these other nations, man, whether they like it or not. And we're going to break them, okay? They don't want to keep the law, statutes, commandments. Guess what? We're going to break them, man. They're going to have no choice but to get it right, okay? So you see, that's part of the glory, man. All right, let's go back there and read that in Romans, man. Romans 9 and verse 4. It says, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants in the giving of the law. Who was the law given to? Okay, only Israel. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? You're the only ones that the law was given to begin with, all right? It tells us that in the book of Psalms. Let's go there. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. It says what? He sheweth his word unto Jacob. Jacob, who changed his name to Israel, is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, says what? He sheweth his word, which is his law, unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Okay? So we the only people that the Most High is dealing with on that level. Okay? So it's not far-fetched to believe that only the Israelites is going to be, ruling over these other nations. All right? The other nations all have had their time to rule over us in some shape or way of fashion. All right? So when we go back to Romans 9 and verse 4, it says, who are the Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises, man. We were the only ones that was promised all this, man. We were the only ones that was promised salvation and deliverance, okay? So you got to have faith, man. That's what it's all boiling down to, okay? Yeah, it's good, for debating. And when you go and watch a presidential debate, like let's take the Trump and Harris debate, okay? You didn't have spectators making remarks. No, man, because why? That debate was supposed to be something edifying, okay? When you got people chiming in and putting stuff up, that takes away the validity of the so-called debate, man. Okay, because now there's going to be biasing. Okay, you may have one person that was trying to actually pick up and learn something from another person, but because they was persuaded by what the other person said, that ain't even part of the debate, but just putting up comments. Now, guess what? They're going to take inside that individual. All right. That's why I said, man, this thing of Israel, man, is just a trick and pony show, man, for the most part. Okay, Israel is just being put on show, man. All right, and they're being put on show by those that's supposed to be in charge of the leadership. Okay, so it says, let's go there. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, because Israel seemed to somehow be, Israel seemed to be somehow, what's the word? Is it factuated or infatuated? With sensationalism, man. But we ain't in that time, man. We ain't in that time uh, of having a "I got you" moment. You see, that time has come and gone, man. We in the time where shit is finna be serious, man. Okay, we ain't in that time of oh snap, oh got you. No, man, that time has been gone, man. It's serious business, man. That's why I wish I said I'm about my father's business, man. This is a serious time we coming in, man. So this is Ecclesiastes, which is, not Ecclesiasticus, but Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 4. It says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. Right. Those that know exactly what's coming, they are the heart of the wise. Their heart, their mind is in the house of mourning, man. Because we understand what's coming ain't gonna be a pretty sight, man. Everybody gotta, pretty much work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay? What's getting ready to come is gonna be anything but, what's now. You can go out, go to a restaurant, eat, come back, watch movies. It's gonna be totally different in that time, man. And we're preparing our hearts, our minds for that. That's why we're in the house of mourning right now. But it says what? Ecclesiastes 7 and 4. But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. That's why they get so much, kick and giggles and gotcha moments out of these debates, man. Because their heart is in the house of mirth, man. And it tells us that. There's a time for that, okay? There's a time for that. All right, let's get there. We ain't in that time right now. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Hey, let me move down to the light a little bit because I was under here because I thought it was going to rain, so I wanted to get out the rain. So let me move down to the light a little bit. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. And let's start at the top, verse 1. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. That's Ecclesiastes 3 and 4, okay? And we ain't in the time to be dancing, man. We in the time of mourning, okay? We gonna dance when we get on the chariots, man. That's when you get to dance, Jake. You see, you got your stuff, man, you got your affairs all out of alignment, man. You got your, got everything out of order, man. You're looking for these sensational moments, man, to have a good time, but we ain't in the time of dancing, man. We in the time of mourning right now, okay? If you knew what was getting ready to come, you would understand exactly why we in that time, man, okay? We want as much mercy as possible given to us, okay? And we're gonna need it, all right? We're not in the time of dancing and, mirth and all that, man. But Jake, they don't get it, man. Jake just don't get it. Because why? They've been given over, to that reprobate mind, man, which is spoken of in Romans, the first chapter. Let's go there. This is the book of Romans, chapter 1. This is Romans 1, and let's start at verse. Romans 1 and 29, it reads, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers. Okay? So this is what Jake, takes pride in, man. This is to Jake, this is where it's at. The things that you're supposed to be not, concerned with, this is where it's at for the most part for Jake, man. That's why Jake like all this followiness, man. They like the house of mirth, man. But they disguise it as being edifying, okay? When you can look at Esau Edom debates and you see there's no outside interference. You see? There's no outside interference when you look at Esau Edom debates, But nah, Jake, Jake don't wanna actually edify someone, okay? They say they edify someone, but in the spirit of what? Having people come on the comment boards during the debates, trying to persuade those that are watching one way from another. This is all in the spirit of debating, as they claim to be edifying, man. But if you had Esau Edom debates, the presidential election debates that had taken place just a few years ago with Trump and Harris, which was a live debate, how many of those people on the comments were actually, being put up live on the debate stream while Trump and Harris was debating? No one, okay? No one, because they understand this is a serious matter, man. And in doing so, they don't want any distractions, okay? They want a fair playing field, okay? They want the individuals to make their decision based on what candidates are saying, okay? So if you would just, state your cause and your belief and leave it like that, and not have outside influence come on the comment boards while you're doing a live debate, maybe then that could be edifying. Then afterwards, the comments could come in and you can address them accordingly. okay? But let the both sides of the speakers state their cause, okay? If you was actually trying to edify the flock, okay? Because what, for the most part, Jake is just looking for sensationalism and a gotcha moment and something they can put on the thumbnail to get more clicks, more likes. Because why? That adds up to more money, more revenue, okay? And that's where their heart is at. Their heart is in the house of mirth, trying to make merchandise off this truth. It's not in the house of mourning because it can't be, all right? Because if it was, they wouldn't be, so so concerned with who got the most likes and the most views, okay? Which is all a money grab, all right? That's how you know they're not sincere, okay? That's why I said it's all gonna show just exactly who is who, man. And it's a beautiful thing, all right? So let's go to Isaiah 31. I wanted to touch up on that a while ago. So let's go to Isaiah 31. Because I made reference to that that they was getting ready to come with that real ID, but we know that's going to actually lead to a lot of people relying on this system. Okay, so this is the book of Isaiah 31, and you know what? Let's jump from the top. It says what? Isaiah 31:1 says, "Woe to them." That word "woe" is synonymous with destruction. Okay. So Isaiah 31 says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt." Right. And we're seeing the prelude be set because why? These people may be able to fill out an appointment on the internet, but when it comes down to actually getting this real ID, they're going to have to go down in person to get their fingerprinted. Okay. Just like when this micro CHIP is made mandatory, you're going to have to go down there to receive it. Okay. They're going to have to actually do the procedure and put it inside your skin. So it says what? Go to them that go down to Egypt for help. Stay on horses and trust in chariots, you see? But instead of our people being, concerned with this type of prophecy, they worry about everything else. Who got the deepest breakdown, okay? Who can, shut who down, okay? When we in the midst of prophecies, man, the individual that you claim to look after for, their whole salvation is on the line, and you're not telling them that, okay? Because why? It doesn't jive with your agenda, okay? If you told them that, then they wouldn't be so concerned about who got the coldest cuts, the coldest breakdowns. They'll be concerned about, damn, when is this going to happen? What do I have to be on the, lookout for? You see, and you can't get, merchandise off of that, but you can if you selling them. You got the deepest cut, the deepest breakdowns and the cuts. So it says what? Isaiah 31. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Right. So the time that they could be seeking Yahweh and be concerned with these prophecies, what is the leaders of their congregation telling them? Hey, tune in for the next biggest debate. Tune in for the correct breakdown. Tune in for the deepest cut you ever gonna see. Okay, anything to sell whatever it is that they sell it, whether it's shirts, whether it's coffee mugs, whether it's hats, whether it's whatever, man. All in the spirit of supporting the congregation, okay? When this truth wasn't meant to be sold, it was meant to be bought and sell not. Proverbs 23:23. Buy the truth and sell it not, okay? You weren't supposed to sell this truth, man. It wasn't given to you. You didn't have to buy it in the sense that you had to pay for a breakdown. But now, hey, you can't even say that because you got certain individuals that's selling breakdowns, okay? And they got the deepest breakdown, all right? They breakdown is 10 times the amount of another breakdown that someone that don't know that much. And because they go in, so deep, you're going to feel obligated to, hey, let me shoot you a little super chat, let me reach out and buy your fitted throwback, okay? You see? but they're not telling you what's getting ready to come down the pipe, man. You see? They're not concerned with prophecy. And what does it tell us, or what does it tell us in the book of Sirach? Let's go there. This is the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha. I believe it's man, I just been opening up right to them, man. Opening up right to the chapters, man. Not to the chapters, but to the books. All right, we're in the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus. We're at chapter 39, and we're starting at verse 1. It reads, Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy. You see? That's what the true believers of this word will be doing. They will be occupied with prophecies, okay? That's where we at. We in the time of mourning, man. We in the time of these prophecies being ready to be fulfilled, okay? We in the time of Yahushua making his grand entrance. We in the time of Jacob's trouble getting ready to come. We in the time of the mark of the beast being made mandatory. We in the time that what? The famine of the world is going to hit. We in time that what? World War III will soon be popping off once the micro CHIP is made mandatory, okay? But yet our people, hey, they like a good old debate, man. That debate sells, you see? That debate spirit sells, man. You can sell anything off of a debate because you can somewhat be biased, okay? You can show love to your favorite debater, okay? Get on the comment board on the live stream, put up, whatever you want, and the viewers that's just watching to be edified, they gonna, think that somehow, some way that person is deep because why? They're being influenced by outside interference, okay? So debate sell, man. But being preoccupied in prophecies don't seem to be so excited as debates, man. Because no one wants to be sad all the time. No one wants to have their heart focus on, the house of mourning. No, they want to have a good time, man. Let's debate. Let's cut up. Let's put all type of stuff on the streaming while things are going on. Let's have a good time, man. Just like they did back in the days of Noah, until he entered into the ark, man. Once this famine of the word hits, you ain't gonna be able to get it. You're gonna be left over to your devices. You like debates? Well, more than likely, those that are participating in those debates right now will be left up once the famine of the word hits, so you can further indulge in your delights, your debates, your favorite, Israelite debater, man. Okay? So you're gonna get exactly what you're looking for, okay? That's why it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt, man. You ain't gonna have no idea what to actually be on the lookout for, all right? And you think that person is gonna tell you to not take that micro CHIP? No, that's bad for business, okay? They trying to get as much out of you as they can before that happens. And then what? They gonna take off and leave you in the dark, okay? They know not to take it. You think they gonna tell you that? No, that's bad for business, okay? They gonna lead you astray all the way up to that point, and then you ain't gonna be able to find them no more. They know what not to do. They ain't gonna tell you, and you're gonna be given over to that reprobate mind, that debate spirit, okay? And you missing out on your opportunity to actually seek Yahweh, all right? To actually build up your faith, okay? We all gonna need it, all right? But only some of us is going to receive it, all right? Some of us is only going to receive it. And who is that? The just. Let's read that again. I don't think I got to that point in Hebrews 10. Only the just will receive that faith, man. This is Hebrews 10 and 38. It reads, now the just, who is the just? The righteous, the remnant, that small remnant of the elect, the elect. It says Hebrews 10 and 38. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. Right. So if you go back after receiving this truth and receiving the Spirit, you know, the Most High have no delight in you anymore, okay? Because this faith isn't given to everyone, okay? It's only given to the just. And it tells us that in Ephesians 2 that what? Let's read it. First, let me finish it. First, let me finish that off in Hebrews 10 and 38. It says, now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. So let's go to Ephesians 2. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, in verse 8. Ephesians 2 and 8, it reads what? For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High. So the Most High only gives this gift to the Israelites to begin with, and then out of the Israelites, only the elect is going to receive that faith on this side, because that faith is what's going to keep us grounded all the way up into the chariots, man, until it actually change in the twinkling of an eye. So this grace that we're given is a blessing, man, and this faith is a gift of the Most High. And the just, who is the just? The elect shall live by it, okay? Because that's all we're going to have when all hell breaks loose. When the lights go out here in Babylon the Great, we only going to have our faith, man. All our works, we already know. They're of as a filthy rag, okay? They're not going to get us through the times that we're getting ready to come in through. They're helping us build up our faith right now. But the times that we get ready to come through, we're going to have to live by faith, man, okay? And doing the works is showing that you have the faith, okay? And being preoccupied in prophecies is part of doing the work, man. You know, sounding the alarm, blowing the trumpet in Zion, man. Telling the people that what? Hey, hey, they getting ready to come with this great wrath, man. The devil knows he has but a short time. It tells us that. Let's get it. This is the book of Revelation. Just opening up to the books tonight. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 12. It says, therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he have but a short time. You see? So the time is coming, man. This devil is getting ready to, you know, make his move, man. All right. I put up a video, you know, yesterday of Tim Watts, who is now running to be the vice president of Harris, that back in 2020, during the Floyd riots, you know, he had, you know, police and National Guards with tanks and troops coming through neighborhoods, telling them to get back in, or else they were going to fire, you know. They fired non-lethal projectiles, but it's going to change, okay? Trust and believe, they're going to be firing lethal projectiles, all right? And we know if Trump don't get into office, if it make it that far, how much the streets are going to be in an uproar because they didn't get who they thought should be, you know, put in office, okay? It's going to go down, man. You see? But you got Israelites that's concerned about debating, man. When Esau getting ready to roll in, okay, like a flood, all right? You're going to be in the middle of a debate And Esau gonna kick in the dope, man, and take the whole, you know, the whole audience along with the debaters to the concentration camps, man. You see? That's why you gotta occupy yourself in prophecy, man. You gotta know these things are coming, man. All right? Keep thy faith. All right? That's what we telling you. Keep the faith, man. That's a gift, a blessing of the Most High. All right? Let no man take that from you. All right? Everybody is gonna be put on trial just exactly what they believe, what they say they believe is what they believe, okay? Including myself, man. No one is subject beyond pagans, man. Everybody got an answer for every word they say, man. All right? That's the beautiful thing about it. Everybody has to answer for everything they say, okay? That's why we ask the Lord for forgiveness, man. Let's see. I believe that's gonna be about it. Let's get one more precept. We probably close out. Book of 2 Peter. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, and let's start at verse 10. 2 Peter 3 and 10. It reads, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." Right. So on the return of the day of the Lord, our Lord and Savior Yahushua, hey, there's gonna be missiles flying. There's gonna be beams being zapped. The elements is going to be melted away. Buildings, monuments, everything. Babylon, the Great America, is going to be completely annihilated. It says what? "In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that therein shall be burned up," along with other places throughout the earth, okay? You're going to have missiles and chariots beaming other parts of the earth as well. It says, what? Verse 11, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening until the coming of the day of the Most High?" And he's coming in the way of Yahushua, okay? It says, "Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness." Right. So that's what we concerned with, man. We're concerned with prophecy. See, but you don't. Your favorite debater won't tell you this, man. It gets too dull for that individual. They need something more sensationalism to keep you, the listener, tuned in, okay? To keep you, the listener, opening up that wallet, man. Because going over the same scriptures repeatedly is not good for business, okay? It's not good to keep repeating the same thing, If you got an audience that wants sensationalism, because one thing about Jake likes entertainment, man, and saying the same thing over and over is not entertaining for Jake, okay? Jake ain't going to tune in. Jake ain't going to click on a video if you said the same thing already, okay? But hey, this thing is about faith, man, okay? And who? Yahushua, man. You see? Not about having faith in yourself. You're not going to deliver yourself, okay? You can't deliver yourself in this flesh, man. This flesh is prone to go off, okay? That's why we need Yahushua, all right, to change us, man. All right? This thing is about having faith in Yahushua, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, okay? That we're going to be able to get through and to the end if we endure and be saved, man. And be saved from what? This mortal flesh, okay? And be what? change into immortality, change into immortals, man. Where we'll never go off again. Where the covenant is programmed in us in our hearts, man. In the twinkling of an eye. When we get beamed up into the chariots, those chambers, all right? So that's what it comes down to, man. All right? So that's gonna be about it, you know. We're gonna turn and face the east and give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, right? Shalom to the elect. Until next time, into the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.